We have breaking news and an airplane mystery over the skies of Southeast Asia. A Malaysia Airlines plane with hundreds on board, including several Americans. Tonight, missing, it just vanished. Good evening, everyone. 11 o'clock. I'm Bill Ritter.
And I'm Sade Veteran-Wah. The 777 was in the air for less than 2 hours, tens of thousands of feet up, and then nothing. It took off from Kuala Lumpur on its way to Beijing.
Eyewitness News reporter Jim Dolan with the latest. He's in the newsroom. Jim.
And Bill, there is a late development in this case. Just moments ago, China's state media reported that Vietnamese authorities have detected signals from the missing Malaysia Airlines plane. It doesn't mean that they have found the plane or any wreckage. It does mean that they have detected a beacon from that plane, and we will keep an eye on that development as we continue through the night. The Boeing 777 took off without incident. As far as we know, there was no distress signal, no apparent bomb threat, but a couple of hours into that flight, it suddenly disappeared from the radar screen, and air traffic control lost all contact with it, and with the 239 people on board, including 4 Americans, one of them an infant. The plane took off from the Kuala Lumpur airport on schedule, headed for Beijing, but not quite 2 hours into the flight, it was over the South China Sea when its pilot stopped communicating. This flight-aware graphic shows the radar signature of the flight and shows its sudden disappearance.
We failed to establish any contact with the aircraft, and the aircraft has got about 7 hours of fuel on board this aircraft, and we suspect that by 8:30 this aircraft would have run out of fuel.
The air traffic control is not seeing the aircraft on the radar. It lost its transponder. In other words, that's the plane giving out a signal as to where I am. This is my altitude. This is my heading. Obviously, that's been lost somehow.
A statement from Malaysia Airlines says, quote, "We deeply regret that we have lost all contacts with flight MH370. Our team is currently calling next of kin of passengers and crew. Our thoughts and prayers are with all of the affected passengers and crew and their family members." The pilot on board, this was 53 years old, had 18,000 hours at the control. The plane was not even 11 years old, and Malaysia Airlines has what is considered a good safety record, as does this Boeing 777. But something happened to this plane for sure. Again, Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing has disappeared from radar somewhere over the South China Sea with 239